On July 8, 2011, Mojang released Minecraft Beta 1.7.3, the final minor update of major version Beta 1.7. This version in the game marks an extremely significant point in Minecraft's long history. It is the last version before the Beta 1.8 Adventure Update, which added staple features today like sprinting, the hunger bar, enderman, potions, and of course new terrain generation. Beta 1.8 was the first time in a long time that Minecraft felt distinctly new, and Beta 1.7.3 marked the end of what many consider the golden age. There are millions of players today on the newest versions of Minecraft, Java, and Bedrock, but a certain proportion of the player base still chooses to live in the past. There are still servers in this version accessible today with player bases that have come and gone over the course of years, leaving behind communities and builds long forgotten about but available to be explored. The abandoned nature of these communities creates an extraordinarily eerie atmosphere, and I choose to refer to them as liminal Minecraft servers. So today, join me on a walk through Beta Minecraft and explore what stories can be told from builds of others past. Beta World SMP is a Finnish Minecraft server launched on April 20th, 2020 by someone named Julius. With the server being over 5 years old, it's no surprise we begin to encounter abandoned builds shortly after leaving spawn. Connected to one of these was a highway built long ago, which I followed as far as I could, leading us, eventually, to our first town, Nerethia. Entering Nerethia, we are met with the Nerethian billboard, which is a public billboard for players to advertise their things, such as the Nerethian Steakhouse and the Pizza Cap restaurant. More interestingly, it lists the newest resident to Nerethia, this player, who I was able to confirm last logged on a year and 5 months ago. The main drag of the town is Näktergatan Street, which is a Swedish street name and contains several houses, one of which was unlocked, allowing me to go upstairs and look around his room. Going deeper into town, we find the Fountain of Disappointment, which brings us to Visbyttigen Street. Visbyttigen Street is where the Pizza Cat mentioned on the billboard is. In the center of the town, we have a podium, undoubtedly for public gatherings or speeches, as well as access to one of the several stone temples built with the town's crest. The significance of these temples is not known to us. So, the thing about Beta World is that while it does feel like a liminal Minecraft server, it's not actually completely abandoned. I was able to find another player on the server who took me on an adventure with him to find a shop that he was looking for, which was owned by an active player today. This led us to Azalea Town, an old town located shortly outside of spawn. Following the path, we see a damaged building, likely a consequence of a player messing up their town borders, and we're led to the Azalea Town flat. This apartment complex was previously booked out and constructed as a gift to a player known as Don't Know 2023. Deeper in the town, we reach a shop owned by a player last seen almost 2 years ago. Other than some light damage, the shop remains fully functional. Azalea Town was clearly known for its red mushroom production, as I was able to find a massive red mushroom farm towards the back of the town. And I mean massive. Several floors. After getting a cool shot of the server logo, we headed into the nether. Mushrooms have completely taken over the nether. They span almost 100% of the rendered surface. I found a structure that I climbed up, which led me to this very scary hole in the ground. Who knows what horrible things this was used for? Which brings us to the Abandon All Hope tunnel. I decided to do so and follow it all the way through, which led me to a sign placed by the owner of the Azalea Flats, who hasn't been seen in over a year. We conclude our journey through Beta World with some parkour, both in the server spawn and at the parkour course accessible via warp. The training course features levels going over the available parkour mechanics in Beta Minecraft. What I'm sure was once a popular spot for players to challenge one another now sits empty and fully available for me to play through uninterrupted. Bundlecraft is an Australian beta 1.7.3 server launched in January of 2021 to commemorate 10 years since the version's release. It features a massive urban city as its main attention draw. Hundreds of buildings spread across a massive area showcase how diverse Minecraft's builds could still be despite the limited block palette in beta. Exploring this city is made simple by the Overworld Map plugin available on the server's website. Massive amounts of infrastructure exist to support commerce and exploration in-game, like paths, streets that are labeled, and many, many railways. Our journey begins in an unfamiliar bed. Ahead of us, a pole with a strange smell. What happened last night? We leave the building and begin our walk through the city as the sun begins to rise, passing this gorgeous city lake view, featuring the lighthouse in the cityscape. After some more walking, we happen upon what appears to be a club and decide with nothing else to do, why not go check it out? The club is open, but there's nobody working inside, so I help myself into the staff office and find a chest long forgotten about. After rummaging its contents, I hit the dance floor solo. I stumble out of the club and travel deeper into the city, passing many unfurnished or empty buildings along the way. This makes me think that large sections of the city were likely built by one person. I finally find a dated building, making this section of the city at least 4 years old. I find an unguarded ladder to the top of a building and drunkenly slip off the side. Unfortunately for me, the courthouse and the nearby legal offices are empty, preventing me from pursuing any legal recourse. I end my day with a walk on the dock, looking into the water and at some of my favorite builds on this server. The fact that I encountered no other players while recording on bundles makes it feel like quite a liminal Minecraft server. For the last stop on our journey, I decided to take you to a current day Anarchy server. Welcome to Alpha Anarchy. For those that don't know, an Anarchy server on Minecraft is one with very low to no rules about what players do within the world. The other servers we looked at today had anti-griefing protections in place, like land claiming and locked chests, but we will not be seeing that on Alpha Anarchy. Immediately after spawning in, you can see how different the experience is on an Anarchy server. The landscape is completely desolate, a cobblestone generator wasteland that far surrounds the map's spawn point. We continue our walk through the spawn wasteland, a characteristic present in all Minecraft Anarchy servers. Years of play on this map have stabilized into pseudo-infrastructure we can use to escape the hell we've spawned into. My goal is to find anything resembling normal play, and it would be some time before that happened. The path helped navigation a lot, but did require some parkour, so it was good I practiced on that beta crap parkour course. But after some time, I did spot what looked like a maintained highway, and made my way over to it. Once I was inside, it became very clear that this path was long, and it must have took lots of time to build or dig out. I pick a direction and decide that however long this takes, I'm going to find out what this highway leads to. I reached the end of the stretch of road I was on, only to find another in the distance. This one caught my eye due to being the first build with wood that I have seen in my time on the server. I make my way over and find what appears to be a well-maintained oak tree farm, which is surprising given we have seemingly only just exited the spawn wasteland. I spot glass and staircases, which indicate that someone once called this place home, and despite how normal the tree farm still looks, this house too was also griefed out of existence. Getting back on the path, I'm met with massive walls in the distance and another diagonal path extending beyond them. Beyond the walls I find a refreshing sight, normal beta Minecraft terrain generation, but the path continued, and so did I. We finally find an indication that people still exist in this virtual world. Signs from players as recently as 2 weeks before this video was recorded stand in my path, including the builders of this bridge, Icy Dead Monster and Endosulfin. Thank you both for building this. This segment of the video wouldn't have been possible without it. Let's keep it pushing and see what they're making us walk all this way for. This is where I found something quite sad. A dog sat down thousands of blocks from spawn. Alpha Anarchy was launched over 3 years ago, and with no way to verify the dog's owner or last login date, we can only assume Fido's been sitting here for a very long time. After an excruciating walk, we finally arrive at the end of the bridge, and what we find is absolutely nothing. Except for a signature from those who extended the bridge, Douglit and Animus. Shout out to you two as well. If you made it this far, thank you for watching till the end. This is a new style of content for the channel, so I'd like to hear what you thought in the comments below. You can be either really mean, or you could be really nice. I promise I can take it. Thank you for the incredible reception to the licensed PS2 games video. The comments inspired me to learn more about editing my videos so I can continue to deliver that quality content you look for in your sub box. If you liked the video, like the video. If you disliked it, dislike it. And I am out. Thanks for watching.